screen, that is the NTI TSS appliance. This is when I'm looking at it from the lateral surface. This is the disoccluding element. Can you see that thin line here? This portion? This is the disoccluding element. How this fits in into the patient's mouth is like this. Appreciate that? This is how it sits into the patient's mouth. And once seated, the lower anteriors go in contact. Close. See this? The contact is on the disoccluding element. Okay, how do we go ahead and customize this? The first thing that we need to do is to apply tray adhesive inside. Why? Because we are using an adhesion silicone material. Right, let's focus on the screen. This cavity inside is what we reline with the bite registration paste, something like this. Right, this now goes into the patient's mouth, and in order to make this parallel to the lower plane, what I do is I take an old scratched occlusal mirror, place it like this and ask the patient to bite on it. What this will do is it will align the disoccluding element parallel to the mandibular occlusal plane. Keep biting, alright, and very gently just adapt this material. Very important is because this material is rigid, it can actually go and hurt the frenal attachment. Alright, so from experience, just adapt it a little. Again, give it about a minute and a half to set completely. Right. See how he's biting onto the disoccluding element? Right? Open the breast. Okay, there will always be a little bit of excess material that comes out from the side. Right, from the sides. It is imperative that you cut this out. I usually use my putty cutter to simply slice through this. See, this is the most important aspect now. Look closely. I'm going to ask the patient to move forward, back, left, right. Do that for this, please. Forward, back, left, right. See that smooth transition? Any of your back teeth coming in contact at all? As soon as the posteriors go out of contact, that first hit and that slide is taken away. What happens is there is no longer any signal that goes to the infralateral pterygoid, which means the infralateral pterygoid will relax. What I do is now I ask the patient to open wide, swallow and close. When the patient closes, I'm going to put a mark here. Can you appreciate that mark? This mark is the patient's maximum intercuspation. What I expect is tomorrow morning when I see him again, I expect that his mandible would have translated backward and the lower incisors will go and contact somewhere here behind this line.